everyone. You are welcome to Nebo TV. My name is Obasanjo, reporting from Toronto, Canada. And today I'm here in the studio with Mr. Daniel Edokpolo Obakozuwa, all the way from Benin City. Hello, Mr. Daniel.
Hello, good afternoon from Nigeria.
Good morning from Canada. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
Hmm. So, what is going on in Edo State?
Well, the political campaign train for both parties,
Mm,
APC and PDP, are still ongoing. They are campaigning.
mm,
Yesterday, the APC train was at Auchi.
mm.
The governor is still within Esako. I think he should be ending it on Friday. So the turnout is encouraging. So let's just continue to pray for a free, fair, and credible election in Edo State.
Yeah, yeah. Especially the tension, the violence, and
Mm.
everything. We are praying for a peaceful election in Edo State.
Mm. I think the prayers are working because we have
Mm,
not had a situation where supporters of both groups are clashing
mhm,
as against some areas. It has been very peaceful to that level. There was an incident that the governor had to suspend his campaign trip to a certain area in Edo North because there was a security report that Oshomule was going to that area and there is a tendency of clashes. So the governor had to suspend
It's, it's on campaign.
his campaign for peace and tranquility. I think
Mm,
the governor have been showing maturity
mm,
in terms of campaigning. The difference between the both campaign is that the governor hardly uh, cast aspersion on any of the politicians. He just campaigned to tell them of his developmental strive and what he intend to do, as against the APC campaign, who is always casting aspersion. I think the people are growing. Every day we continue to see they continue to bring it on, and I believe it's the fault of the APC. If you are coming here,
mm.
you said you have a simple agenda, go with your simple agenda and stop casting aspersion on any politician or even the governor. And the governor have been more mature. In both two of them, if you look at their campaign, the governor is more mature in terms of campaigning than that of the APC. I must say this with all authority.
Okay, let's go to today's news. Um, Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has called on African youth to take active part in political activities, okay, so as to flush out older generation from office. Mr. Daniel, what is your opinion over this comment from the former president of Nigeria who ruled the country twice? He ruled
Well,
as a military head of state and also as a democratic president. So he's now
well,
encouraging the youth to take over power from the older generation. Go ahead.
it is easier said than done.
Hmm.
The question we ask Obasanjo, are they who are in the older generation now ready to relinquish power to the youth, to the younger generation? That is a very big
Hmm.
question. It is not just talking because you just want to talk.
Talk.
Obasanjo, Gowon, Danjuma took over this country in their 20s and 30s. Even our president, Buhari, was governor in his 30s.
Yes, he was very
He
young.
was minister. He was a minister for petroleum in their 30s. You understand? Uh, are they really? Do they want to encourage the youth to take over powers at that age? They keep coming and
Coming.
coming and
Hmm.
coming. The president Buhari is coming twice now. Obasanjo have come
Hmm.
twice. They keep
Twice
circling
as well, yeah.
themselves. If not for the if not for the age of and the health of Babangida, Babangida was already warming up. They are not willing to leave Nigeria alone for the youth. It's not is better. It's easier said than done. That those are to me the Obasanjo statement is political statement. They in the older generation should be able to sit within them, fight against, and look at Buhari ministers. How many are in their 30s or 40s? And yet you are talking of taking over government when you do not encourage them. The ambassador for London, UK, I don't know whether he's removed now. He's in his 90s. We are younger people here with their 30s with degree. You understand? These are the kind of things. 20s. I had my first degree in my 20s. You understand? These are the issue we keep emphasizing, and they are not willing to leave. They
Exactly.
keep recycling. They
Themselves.
keep recycling themselves, even at their old age. They don't want to leave the country. It's not saying political statement. The youth are ready if they will give us the
Opportunity
opportunity
to strive. Yeah, in the country.
to be there. They can say it to themselves.
I'm gonna play one.
Of all, Buhari is his friend. Look at Buhari's cabinet. It is even during Jonathan, we have a youthful minister. But now go and see the ministers in their 70s and 60s. I don't know if there's any 60 in that cabinet. It is so sad. It's not what you just say. It must be seen done in action. Even when Obasanjo was a president, how many youth did he appoint as minister?
Minister, exactly.
These are the kind of things we say. It's not when you are out of power, you are now advocating. Just the way they took Nigeria in their 20s, plot a coup, he should be able, as an elder statesman now, a senior general, call them together, let us guide the youth. When you guide the youth, they will definitely know what are they using the youth for. They give them money to commit havoc, to go for their evil plans, destroying. That is what they use the youth for.
Exactly. So, and himself, that is advising the youth right now. He was even planning to run for his third term as a democratic president of Nigeria. You remember, that's what caused problem between him and
That
Atiku.
was an article. Yes.
So now
He was willing to change that is the African mind in every of them. The Africans believe of recycling themselves, even at their old age.
democracy.
The man that died in one of these African countries, he was even willing to come back until death took him off. So these are issues we always see in African nature, not in the Western world. They always want. Luckily for us, we have not been hearing about if Buhari is going to come back or is planning to. Though some of the dirty politicians are always telling him they will vote for him if he wants to come twice. They can change it. I remember that was why I never liked the Senate president in its utterances that if they is willing to change amend law for Buhari to keep coming, and yet you are talking of the youth taking over the country. It is so sad. Those political statements should not be. They should even be ashamed of themselves that their youth are roasting away. Graduates are begging in the street, trying to look for a job. None of them have a youthful. They use the youth for their political violence. You understand?
Exactly.
When I see the youth, and they are all graduates, they tell you that's the only way they can eat from government. Graduates. It is sad. It is indeed sad. So I don't take such political statement from Obasanjo as a reality or something that let's see them do it in action.
It's just talking. We want the action. Someone who wanted to run for his third term under a democratic rule is encouraging the youth to take power away from the older generation, wasting of time. When Abba Kyari died, instead of President Buhari to appoint someone a little bit younger as his chief of staff, he appointed another person that is very old again, 75-year-old. So I'm going to play a video right now because a few months ago when I interviewed Ahmed Buhari, I interviewed him here on Nebo TV. So he also elaborates on it that I wish President Buhari appointed someone a little bit vibrant youth. I'm going to play the video from Ahmed Buhari himself. Okay, let me play the video now. It's here.
The only thing I know about the new chief of staff is that he's got an impressive record. I think when I read his profile, he's been a lecturer in university. He has served under the United Nations. He also served in government at different capacities at different times. He is 75 years old, and that is the person that President Buhari has decided to work with as his chief of staff. What I would like to say is I wish the man all the best. I pray God helps him, direct him to be able to manage the affairs of that office in a way that he will be able to deliver good democracy to Nigerians and help his boss, talking about President Buhari, in a way that he will become a better president and better at delivering his responsibilities as the president of the country. If anybody has got anything negative to say about the guy, I'll be surprised because we cannot find anything that he has done that's bad. And again, the only thing that I would have held and said, I probably would want something different is I probably would have wanted a younger person. I probably would have wanted a 50-year-old guy so that he can complement the president with some energy. The president is 77 years old now.
Yeah.
If the president was able to get somebody in his 50s, vibrant, active, highly detribalized, somebody that has got friends from the south, the east, the west, the north. You see him, he's a fly guy. Everybody likes him.
Yes.
He knows how to manage people. He knows how to, see beyond what's the now and say, okay, fine, we could try this, Mr. President. I believe it's going to give us positivity in future.
Exactly.
I would have been really excited.
Exactly.
However, I'm not President Buhari. He probably will be. He probably is able to work with somebody of that age easier than someone younger.
Okay, Mr. Daniel, did you hear that?
Oh,
You,
yes, I heard all what he said, and I
okay.
think that is the same opinion.
Exactly.
We are
That's the
not
same
saying
thing.
it's forthcoming.
Yeah.
The only president in between that has appointed a youth as minister is our former president, Goodluck Jonathan, who really encouraged the youth in even their special assistant. Ask who is the special assistant to Buhari and his age on youth matters, and look at his age. These are the things we are saying. It's not just okay. He wants the youth to take it by force or do a coup d'etat, just the way they did in overthrowing
the military rule.
government.
During the military rule. Yeah. They cannot.
They must encourage us.
They must.
They must encourage the youth.
He is dead. During this past general election, I didn't see him endorsing any one of the youths. Anyone. We had many youth candidates, aspirants and candidates. I didn't see him endorsing any of them. Instead, he endorsed Atiku, who is also a older generation that he's talking about now. So you understand? Shawore was there. Shawore was all over the whole place. Like people, it was very visible to all of them. So I didn't see Obasanjo himself endorsing Shawore. I didn't see him endorsing any one of the youth candidates or aspirants. But he's telling the youth now to take over Africa from the older generation to put this discussion or whatever they are saying right now into practice. Practicalize it. You look at the political structure of many African countries, they never give preference to the youth to strive. So that is just the thing, Mr. Daniel. I think
yes, I said it earlier. I said it earlier that our African nature, look at every countries within the African setting. They always want to come back, even in their age. there was a sick president in one of these African countries from stroke. He still went on the platform to contest, wanting to contest the presidency. This is too bad. That is African setting.
Yes. Yeah. So Obasanjo, maybe he don't know what he's talking about.
No,
He
it's the
don't just
political statement. It's just a political statement. He just want to talk,
he just
not
want to
doing
talk.
action.
But he should realize that he's not into the politics anymore,
And
and those
he should
political
realize
statements.
that yes, he should also realize that certain statement he makes is annoying to the youth.
Very annoying.
They thought we are happy in our situation. No, the youth are not happy. Jobless. Many of them had to travel abroad with their degree
Look at
to fend for themselves.
what
You think
Shawore who try to resist them, especially the corruption going on in the country, is facing court charges in Nigeria today.
okay.
Yeah, he didn't. I never see Obasanjo saying anything about Shaware's case, even supporting him, endorsing him, nothing like that. But he's not encouraging the youth to take over power by what? By force. Or you want them to commit a coup d'etat, maybe. After that, they will go put all of them, jail them, and allow them to stay for jail. Look at Shawore now, what he's facing in Nigeria. He's not there to support him. Maybe he's encouraging them to commit coup d'etat. It's very annoying, honestly. It's very, very annoying.
Very, very annoying.
That's the thing, Mr. Daniel. We have to end this show like this, and we'll come back again. Guys, we'll come back again to discuss about those state politics. Obasanjo he has spoken, but it's very annoying. We don't want to hear that. If you don't want to put it into practice, you are not a role model to the youth. So that's the thing. Mr. Daniel, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Yes.